Welcome back, all my 40K fanatics out there. I'm DJ here with Tim's Nation to bring you another list preview, which is actually a preview of the list that I've already run a couple of times. So it's not really a preview as much as it is a review or a view of the same list that I've already run a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. And I had full intention of going Necrons this round. Full intention until Lane said, I want the Grey Knights. So Lane is going to be bringing the DevWatch, the list that he has been running rampant with in all of his devastating wounds, to face off against my Grey Knights. So this is a battle. This is a battle of champions. And that's what I'm here to just say. And we're going to make it quick because I want people to understand what this battle is going to be. So far, I have been on a tirade with the Grey Knights. That Psy Cannon boost, those Grandmasters, those Dread Knights, have been just what I needed to push Grey Knights forward. And Lane has been running these DevWatch Marines with the Tome of Ectoclades and just picking up anything he wants at any point in time, completely uncontested. We're going to try and stop him. We're going to try and stop him with this Grey Knight list, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because he can put a lot of damage through on my Grey Knights, on my Dread Knights and stuff. It's going to be difficult, but we're going to try and make it happen. And we're going to see if we can't hold up against the DevWatch list, and then the Necron shall return. I have a lot of cool things I've been wanting to try with them. The Grey Knights list I've been very happy with. I'm going to be able to put them, set them aside in a box and go, okay, you guys, we're ready for something with you. Maybe a GT, maybe an RTT. Who knows? We'll see. But we will definitely be resuming the Necron content and the Necron army list here very, very soon. This is one that Lane has requested, and what type of Grandmaster would I be if I didn't oblige to another Marine faction's request? So, all right, here it is. We'll throw it up here real quick. We're going to make this a short video because I want people to understand why and what is going on here. So let's take a look. This is the Grey Knights that I'm going to be bringing. And once again, same roster I've been running. We have 2 Grandmaster Dread Knights, one with a sword, one with a hammer. 3 regular Dread Knights, all with hammers. Every Dread Knight in this army has a Psy Cannon and a Silencer. I like the Silencer over the Incinerator because I usually don't have the command points to make it an overwatching weapon. And the Silencer does good to help finish off vehicles, as well as allow me to put the Dread Knights at a bit of further range to keep protected. Over into the infantry side of things, we are still bringing the 10-man squad of Purifiers with Crow. They have the Incinerators, and with the abilities to advance 6 inches, 1 command point, they're assault weapons. 1 guy goes down, we're +1 to hit. There's just so much versatility out of these guys, and they are anti-infantry galore. Now, when we talk about Overwatch strat, these guys are definitely ones that can utilize it very, very well. Drop them within 3 inches, and when your opponent tries to move away, light them up. Literally, light them on fire. Then we also have a 10-man squad of Terminators led by a Grandmaster. I was back and forth on this one. Do I go Paladins? Do I go 5-man? Do I stick with the Termies? Ultimately, in the end, I absolutely love the Terminators just because this unit, without the Grandmaster, is objective control 30 at its full strength, with the banner and et cetera, et cetera. The Psy Cannons in here are just to have them because they're free. It's a little bit of extra damage at range. Hasn't hurt me, but it has helped, actually. The Psy Cannons have been a nice addition. And then the Grandmaster that's leading them also has a Psy Cannon, so I'll have 3 Psy Cannon guns coming out of there. And being able to zero out a stratagem specifically to give them devastating wounds. Also ignoring modifiers, which right now with Catans being popular and being able to reduce damage, having that is very nice. Plus, it also works into other abilities like Armor of Contempt. So yes, having that is actually really nice to not be able to modify the squad's stats. And last, we have a solo Livy. Now, this librarian could find its way into the Terminator squad if need be, if I'm maybe, going up against Magnus or something to be able to defend against Psychic. But more or less, this guy is just a solo. He's going to be able to drop in, take secondaries, score objective markers, and also send out a Vortex of Doom and just really hit stuff hard. I love rolling that 6 and getting 2d6. I mean, who does it? Who at Great Eye player doesn't? As far as enhancements go, the Grandmaster Dread Knight with the sword has the sigil, so he can bounce away and play late game. And then the Grandmaster with the hammer has the, what is it, the Inescapable Wrath, so +1 charge out of Deep Strike. I had 15 points, so why not? And then the Grandmaster leading the Terminators has First to the Fray, so that the unit can drop in on the first battle round, which has been super, super useful. I know there's been a lot of debate based on First to the Fray and Rapid Ingress, and a lot of back and forths in it. It's a tough call there. Right now, I've been playing it as a no. Can't Rapid Ingress and that stuff because of one tournament I was going to, they ruled no. There's another event, though, that I may be going to that they actually ruled it yes. So if I do end up going to that one, I might practice a little more on that. We'll talk about that when the time comes. For right now, though, I will be running it as no. You cannot. I would prefer to have the more difficult situation, difficult scenario, than have this, practice this in a way that I'm not allowed to do. If it turns out that the TO says, no, you are not allowed to Rapid Ingress with the First to Prey unit on turn 1, that might hurt me if I'm practiced behind it and really relying behind it. All in all, that is the list. The list plays a lot on how much damage I can put out for the side cannons. Now, typically, Lane's army had the Repulsor Executioners. I have not seen this version of the list yet, so I don't know what he will be bringing. He knows I'm bringing the Grey Knights. He's seen this. I'm expecting the Repulsor Executioners, which might be a little tough for me to shoot down. But again, like some people have said, they're like, oh, well, what do you do in those scenarios? I have 5 Dread Knights with a hammer. 1 command point. Tank Shock is basically like I spend a command point and deal 6 mortal wounds. That's 16 dice. I love it. It's great. And then I'll hit you with a hammer on top of it. Grey Knight Dread Knights can wreck those things on it. So it's going to be a matter of, can I hit and remove an Executioner and drop him down to 1? If he's got 2 running around the board, I'm in trouble. If I can get one of those out of there real quick, then I can start getting some board control. All in all, that is the list. As I've said, this will be the last time that I run this on the channel for a little bit, because I will be running the Necrons. If I come back to Grey Knights, I will be running completely different versions. There's a lot of other stuff that I want to mess around with, especially with some of the stratagem changes. But for this build, this list I've been practicing, this is a grudge match. After tabling Lane in 3 turn with his Votann, he's coming in. He's coming angry. So we'll see. We'll see if his DeathWatch, the DevWatch, could sustain and sustain. Sustain? Yeah, we'll go with it. Sustain up to the power of the Grey Knights. Silver is best. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again real soon.